Animal migration, however it is defined, is far more than just the movement of animals. It can loosely be described as travel that takes place at regular intervals, often in an annual cycle, that may involve many members of a species, and is rewarded only after a long journey. It suggests inherited instinct. The biologist Hugh Dingle has identified 5 characteristics that apply, in varying degrees and combinations, to all migration. They are prolonged movements that carry animals outside familiar habitats. They tend to be linear, not zigzaggy. They involve special behaviors concerning preparation, such as overfeeding and arrival. They demand special allocations of energy. And one more. Migrating animals maintain an intense attentiveness to the greater mission, which keeps them undistracted by temptations and undeterred by challenges that would turn other animals aside. An Arctic tern, on its 20,000-kilometer flight from the extreme south of South America to the Arctic Circle, will take no notice of a nice smelly herring offered from a birdwatcher's boat along the way. While local gulls will dive voraciously for such handouts, tern flies on. Why? The Arctic tern resists distraction because it is driven at that moment by an instinctive sense of something we humans find admirable, larger purpose. In other words, it is determined to reach its destination. The bird senses that it can eat, rest, and mate later. Right now it is totally focused on the journey. Its undivided intent is arrival. Reaching some gravelly coastline in the Arctic upon which other Arctic terns have converged will serve its larger purpose as shaped by evolution, finding a place, time, and a set of circumstances in which it can successfully hatch and rear offspring. But migration is a complex issue, and biologists define it differently, depending in part on what sorts of animals they study. Joe Berger of the University of Montana, who works on the American pronghorn and other large terrestrial mammals, prefers what he calls a simple, practical definition suited to his beasts. Movements from a seasonal home area away to another home area and back again. Generally, the reason for such seasonal back-and-forth movement is to seek resources that aren't available within a single area year-round. But daily vertical movements by zooplankton in the ocean, upward by night to seek food, downward by day to escape predators, can also be considered migration. So can the movement of aphids when, having depleted the young leaves on one food plant, their offspring then fly onward to a different host plant, with no one aphid ever returning to where it started.